She tricked the magic circle by becoming a man called Raymond to join the male-only club, and is now speaking about it for the first time in 30 years.
I don't know, we couldn't get our heads around why it was so personal. It was a bit of fun.
This story starts in the male-dominated world of the magic circle. In the early 1990s, Sophie Lloyd and her magician mentor, Jenny Winstanley, embarked on an illusion of a lifetime.
You make me hot. She said, you know what we could do? You could be Raymond. I said, what? I said, what do you mean? And she said, well, you can play the part of a boy and get into the all-male magic circle. I didn't really know much about the magic circle. She said, but you don't understand. Women aren't allowed in. You can do that for me.
And with that, Sophie conjured Raymond, fooling 3 expert judges in front of an audience of 200 people. When you were doing that, were you always worried that you're going to be found out that you're actually a woman?
No, it was totally believable. Only he didn't meet anybody. He didn't have the confidence for him to meet people up close. We said, oh no, Jenny would say, oh, we're off to another gig, because she played my manager, played Sylvia, the manager.
Can you do the voice?
Yeah, we both didn't anticipate having to spend an hour and 45 minutes with the examiner. Didn't expect that. And Jenny said, I have laryngitis. And she said, I'm so sorry you've got laryngitis. And I thought it was all like that. It's really, that was totally acceptable. Yeah. And you know what, after the first, 15 minutes, we're quite confident.
And when you announced that you were in fact women...
Jenny did I think it was a phone call, and she came to me and she goes, well, that didn't go down well. And she goes, I really thought they'd be really happy about it. 3 days later, I think, 2 or 3 days later, got a letter to say you'd been expelled. So no, she was hurt. Of course she was. I was annoyed.
30 years later, after a long search to find Sophie,
but they're all men.
The magic circle is saying sorry.
And it's incredible that back in 1991, women were not allowed in the magic circle.
I mean, look, it did take a long time. This is something that was so important to me, to recognise 2 women who had gone to such extraordinary lengths to prove that women were just as good as the guys. And for that not to be shared, yeah, it's important. It's really, really important. Her and Jenny took Raymond out to gigs. They were doing shows all around the country. She put plumpers in her cheeks. She had the wig. I mean, it was so convincing, but she had to wear gloves. One of the things that she did was the rope trick, where you take a piece of rope, you cut it and you put it back together. To do that with gloves, I mean, that's pretty tricky.
How important was it to reintroduce Sophie back into the magic circle?
I mean, it was so important. I mean, I only wish Jenny could be here. I mean, Jenny was the brainchild of this amazing deception. She really wanted to prove that women were as good as the guys. All those years ago, she was a magician. She enlisted her friend Sophie, the actress, to do this. And when I found out about it, I just thought, I can't believe that this story hadn't been told, and it needed to be shared.
The final chapter of this story takes place tonight when Sophie is finally readmitted into the magic circle as a woman.
Sadly, Jenny died in 2004, but Sophie is planning a return to the stage.
London show, perhaps?
I mean, yes, definitely, 100%.
Rags Martel, ITV News, in the magic circle.